Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on our Milan series. This is episode 3. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing our conquest into the Italian peninsula, hopefully taking out Verona and Bologna and potentially Turin here today. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, and we'd like me to expand and conquer. We've officially hit our victory conditions to make the Kingdom of Milan. We officially are a kingdom and not a commune. Okay guys, welcome to the Battle of Genoa. The last of the Genoese army has thrown itself into us, and it's going to be a clear-cut order resolve. 6,000 brave men of Milan versus what? 3,000 men of Genoa, trying to retake Genoa itself, their historical capital. So they're now done and dusted. Okay guys, we're continuing down to Sardinia and Corsica to finish off the last of Genoa. We fought them in the last episode taking Pisa. Now with the King Andre, we're going to push down with 2 full stacks and we should be able to seize both the islands. As we were able to wipe out their army like just charging into Genoa itself, this should be a quick, easy invasion of the islands without minimal losses. And now we've taken our first island here, and then we shall push further south. Oh, we've also got wine there. Oh, Genoa's defeated. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, welcome back. So we've just taken the island of Corsica in the north. Now we push down to Calgary in Sardinia in the south. The last of Pisa are holding up here. Yeah, it must have. Yeah, so yeah, we fought Genoa previously. It was Pisa we have to finish off in the south here. Now I thought they occupied both of the islands, Genoa, but instead it was Pisa. So seizing these 2 islands off the coast will give us a launching pad to Italy. Okay then guys, I think it's time to officially declare war upon Verona. Let's push there. Fantastic pasta in Verona, some of the best beef in Italy. So we currently have 2 full stacks on the border here, and we're still continuing to try and form the Kingdom of Italy, which is still quite far away. We want to be the undisputed ruler of Italy. So we have 3 full stacks in the north in Milan, and then 2 on the border here with Verona. Fortunately enough for me, they have some armies in transit, and we're going to seize this opportunity. Austria, Venice don't stand with them. So 2 full stacks are pushing north. God knows why. We're going to seize them, trespassing in our territory, even though we've probably torn up the military access pact we had with them. Shh, they don't know. So we'll push them further back into the Swiss Alps, and then we'll try and push and target the city itself. To form the Kingdom of Italy, we don't actually need to take out Venice, which is quite interesting. We just need to take out Verona, Bologna, Turin, and Sicily, which will be a hard task. So we're still continuing to push in here. We should be able to win this one out. I think we slightly outnumber them. We have the advantage. Looking at them, they're actually the same faction as my own. They don't have their own unique reskin. We outnumber them by 900. 8,000 men of Milan against their 7. A 14k man battle, and it was a decisive victory. We lost 2,000 men, while they lost 5,500. And the rest of their army has pushed into Switzerland and will rot away in the north. Let's build some siege equipment to siege out the last of the men of Verona. Let's push up the prince here, Salvio, and let's move up our family member Gaspar. We might actually be able to push them to the cliffs here. As the Italian peninsula and its factions are still relatively in development, there was no point of playing that battle against Verona there because there was no unique units. We're better off fighting someone else like Bologna or something. But I'm sure that'll get updated in the future. Okay, so I guess we'll just try and hold in Genoa where we can. And up in the north as well. I imagine those forces will come back to hopefully retake the city. Alrighty, I don't know where those Verona forces left or went. However, we're going to be able to take the city now. After sieging and building up our siege equipment, Verona has fallen to the kingdom of Milan. Okay. And we shall construct, break down, and repair where we can. But we are still very much reaping the benefits and rewards of decimating the HRE incredibly early on in this series. We'll continue down the peninsula. Alrighty guys, I think it's time to push against Turin now. We have, what, 6 full stacks in operation. Provence, a couple of French counties look like they're going to stand with them. Austria wouldn't come with us, but their allies have evaded them. After taking out Verona, Turin is next on the hit list. So let's push over there now. Now, fortunately enough for me, they don't have as large an army as Verona did. And once we finish off with them, which will be easy, we'll fight a battle against Bologna. How about that? Oh, we've been attacked here in the north by the electorate of Turin in Groningen. As you guys can remember, surprisingly, Milan had a small Italian Milanese conclave up in the Netherlands in Groningen. When we took it from the HRE, that was the only settlement we were able to siege. We couldn't get their core German territories of Frankfurt, but it looks like Trier has sacked it. Alright, we've sieged out Turin for one turn, and we should be able to march in now. In regards to the Dutch city of Groningen, we're probably not going to be able to hold and defend it. It's so far away anyway. It probably opens us up to a diplomatic nightmare. Potentially against, like, I don't know, the French, English, or some of the Scandinavian countries wanting to expand there. But Turin has now fallen, and we can make preparations to push and fight a battle against Bologna, because I want to try and get a battle for today's episode here. So Turin has now fallen. Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to betray our ally of Bologna. They only have 2 armies in operation, along with the garrison. We're going to be declaring war upon them. Their only allies is the Kingdom of Croatia. Selvio is going to push further south, along with our family member Gaspar and Lazaro here as well. We'll allow the king to push from Pisa and fight. Epirus and... oh, fascinating to see. Sicily will not stand and fight with us. Okay, so that actually makes things a hell of a lot easier, due to us having to conquer their territory to become the Kingdom of Italy in 1261 AD. So let's try and siege out that army in there. And I'll move my son and heir Selvio, and I'll allow myself, the king, Andre, the second king of Milan, as we are now officially a kingdom, not a commune. We should be able to push against this Bologna stack. Yep, I'm happy with that. That'll be the battle of today's episode. Alrighty, let's chuck a quick save and a hard save, and we'll fight this one on the field. We're facing Bologna, one of the last free and independent kingdoms on the peninsula. It's 1261 AD, the battle for Bologna begins. Okay guys, welcome to the battle map. Welcome to the Battle of Bologna. It looks awfully like Iberia. I guess we sort of pushed them to the dry and dank coast on the east of Italy there. Venice, we don't actually have to take out to become the Kingdom of Italy, which is the main objective for this series. But we do have to take out Sicily, which will be a hell of a war. So let's make a strong, long front line where we can. Let's move archers as such. And let's move our cavalry on the left and right. Most of my army is made up of dismounted hospitallers, the classic dismounted knight, Simpzy 1212 AD spam. And then we have our own spearmen and heavy cavalry on the left and right. 3 units of skirmishers, 4 units of cavalry, the rest made up of spears and dismounted swordsmen. Is personally my favourite build and army composition for this campaign. I'll put in the description below the mods as well that I'm running with. Brown McWarn submod, which adds a lot of difficulty. We've also got our Milanese chariot here as well, as Easter is coming up around the corner. Praise Jeebus. Hope everyone's doing well. And let's push here. And we've got our additional reinforcers here as well. We should be able to have a pretty good fight against Bologna here. Something that does worry me is the elevation of their units. So especially seeing as we're attacking them, we're going to have to bring the fight to them. Okay, so I'm going to move up my military forces here now. Now that we've rallied up with my son and heir, we can completely surround them. Now, as we have numerical supremacy, this high ground isn't going to count for shit, because we're going to be able to swarm them. So my men have rested a little bit, but the brave men of Milan will swallow up the pasta bowl, which is Bologna. Heavy cavalry now looking to swarm, and fortunately enough for me, they only have crossbows, so the initial first few volleys will be quite venomous. But not being able to arc their bolts over their front line as they retreat will be good for us. Will allow my cavalry to swing around and get some hammer and anvil strikes where we can. But it looks like the Milanese are sitting quite stoic, sitting back and relaxing. Now, it looks like their cavalry is sitting a little bit stagnant, so we might actually try and push that. Send 2 through the guts, then send some to wrap around. Yeah, let's send in a dismounted Milanese unit and a Crusader unit, and we'll get the others to pinch. They're not going to allow their general, the man... Oh, they're countercharging here now with 1 unit. Yeah, they were allowing us to wrap around here. Heavy cavalry on the left flank. Wrap around and get that man. Get the King of Bologna. Take him out. Because if we can... Oh, you're getting stuck there against the sword unit. If we can kill their general, that will cause a massive morale debuff. Alright, my soldiers now are pushing the elevation and a little bit of high altitude there. If they can pin them in place, my cavalry can have a field day running and entering in hammer and anvil strikes. Alrighty, we've managed to finish off the general's bodyguard. And we are slowly but surely trying to wrap up the last of the crossbows which have pushed back. And it looks like the main front line which you've been able to envelop, mostly made up of Bologna infantry, are capitulating. The battle for Bologna, it looks like it's going to be decided on the fields. We're not going to be pushed into a long, arduous, protracted siege. Victory! We have victory here today. Fantastic. Alrighty. We'll run down and finish off the last of them. And we shall end it there. 130. Wow, we lost hardly any, destroying their entire army. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. We lost 130, like I said. And they lost 1,793. We're going to take on the warriors, as we don't want to piss off the Pope. And we shall run down the last of the remaining stragglers here. One army down, one to go, and then the city itself. Sweet. Okay. Let's move you guys into a better position here. So, we can't quite take it just yet. We're going to have to end the turn, but we'll allow... yeah, it's not going to work. I was trying to see if I can get them to attack in one turn. In some other... I think it's room 2 you can usually attack the port like that. So let's build that siege equipment up. And we are still 5 territories away. Halfway there to become the Kingdom of Italy. Okay. It's currently autumn 1262, and it's time to take the city of Bologna. The small army inside has run away. I don't know what they've sort of done, but we're going to be able to take the city here today. And 4 to go. So, unfortunately, guys, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for episode 4. As we fight the Kingdom of Sicily. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.